Hello everyone. Welcome to Money Literature. You're minding your own business and making pretty good progress on your money goals. Then suddenly, you get hit with another one of the 8 gazillion marketing messages you see every day. It's a deal you don't want to miss, or a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. For a second, you might think about checking it out. Who wants to miss out on a really good deal, right? But those offers aren't good deals. They're money traps, and often, they'll lead you straight into the arms of debt. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for more interesting videos. Here are 5 money traps to avoid. Number 1. Buying a car. We've all been there. You're driving your grandma's paid-for, hand-me-down Buick when your friend drives up in a brand-new BMW with high-quality speakers, heated seats, and temperature-controlled cup holders. Fancy. That Beamer looks a lot sweeter than your beater. Your mind starts wandering. Wouldn't it be great to trade in your older Buick for a nice car? Something like that. Who cares if you don't have all the money for it right now? You can afford the monthly lease payments, right? Wrong. A fancy car is nice, but only if you can afford to pay for it with cash. People. Leasing is the most expensive way to drive a car. Talk about a money trap. Avoid getting fleeced by saving up and buying your own new-to-you car. Number 2. Credit cards. As of May 2022, it was reported that nearly half, or 47% of Americans, carried credit card debt, and the average family carries a $6,270 balance. Even more alarming is the fact that even before the pandemic, nearly 23% of Americans were going into debt to pay for necessities. What makes this particular brand of revolving debt especially dangerous is the fact that the balances often grow more rapidly each month than most consumers are able to pay them off in full. And I get it, life happens. But in order to avoid going into debt when it inevitably does, I recommend starting with a $1,000 emergency fund and then building it up to cover 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. That way, there's no need to ever rely on credit. If you decided to get any credit cards, be sure it's one with no annual fees, cash back, and rewards. Number 3. Spending too much on weddings and holidays. If you choose to marry, you might want to really splash out on the wedding because, let's face it, you and your friends need a good party. It can feel good to throw a big blowout nuptial event, but be sure this one special day doesn't mean you're paying it off for the next 5 years. The same goes for holidays. As you earn more, you might feel that backpacking-style holidays aren't for you, and your holiday budgets might cost the same as a car. It's great to take a break and spoil yourself, but be sure you don't get caught up in the hype and then have to work like a dog the rest of the year to pay for it. Meaning the holiday left you more stressed and tired than if you stayed home. Number 4. Having an expensive significant other. All of us want to marry that special someone. But before you get down on one knee or say yes, think for a moment. Is it financially viable for you to do so? You might be thinking right now that I am a little insane for mixing love with finances. Well, the rules of the capitalist economy we live in are simple. The glorious and glamorous will have expenses, and guess what? You will have to bear them. My advice is to go for a simple person who knows and values the same financial goal you aspire to. Try your best to keep each other happy with the smaller things in life. Even if you plan on doing something big for one another, remind yourselves that it will not be a regular thing. Even then, remember to stay in your budget. Share your financial position with your significant other and keep each other involved with the finances of the house. This will empower you guys to think more about saving money for the future. Number 5. Buying a house out of your price range. This is one of the biggest strains on one's monthly income. Although investing in a house can be a very good and practical expense, there will come a point where you will have to face diminishing returns. You see, with a big expensive house comes big monthly payments, unless of course you somehow manage to get a great mortgage with low interest rates. A big house, out of what you can realistically afford, will put you and your family in financial strains. You might not even have any money left for emergencies or for investing after paying the mortgage. It's advisable that you explore your local market more and find properties that are selling on a bargain or are what Warren Buffett describes as value purchases. Don't buy expensive properties as they have already appreciated a lot in value, and thus they probably won't appreciate much more in value. But instead, look for cheaper properties which still have a lot of potential to appreciate. Fixers, as we like to call them. Hope these tips help you with your goals. If you want to find out more about money, click the link in the description or select the next video.